Ladies and gentlemen, finally, Congress and China are great friends. The Vadra Congress and China, they are such good friends that congressmen are not even allowed by their supreme leadership to put out one tweet on which is against Beijing. Shocking news today. The senior-most Congress leader in the Lok Sabha was told by his party top leadership, "How dare you speak against China?" He was made to delete a tweet he made critical on China by his party. Believe it or not, 10 Janpath seems to be openly backing the Chinese at this time. Let's debate.
The entire world is fighting a pandemic, one that originated in the Chinese city of Wuhan. Amidst the global crisis, China has resorted to aggression along the line of actual control. From Ladakh to Sikkim, Chinese overtures were given a befitting response by our forces.
As far as the situation on the northern borders is concerned, as you are aware that the LAC is not very well defined. There are different perceptions on where the LAC runs, and accordingly both sides patrol up to their accepted claim lines, and therefore when patrols reach at the same place at the same time, then such face-offs do occur. They have occurred in the past, and there is nothing new in what has happened in the last week or 10 days.
A strong anti-China sentiment in India, and the leader of Congress in Lok Sabha, Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, too vented his anger with this tweet. He said, and I quote, "Be careful, China. Indian forces know how to defang the venomous snake like you. The entire world is watching the sinister design of yellow expansionist. I would suggest the government to accord diplomatic recognition to Taiwan without much delay." This tweet, put out on the 11th of May at 2:46 p.m., had at least 268 replies, 504 retweets, and over 2,000 favorites. Within 24 hours, the tweet was taken off, raising many questions. Was Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary pressurized by his party leadership to take off the anti-China tweet? In the last 3 years, we witnessed a deep connection between China and the Congress party. Be it the Vadra Congress meeting the Chinese ambassador in the middle of the Doklam standoff, or Rahul Gandhi's admission of a secret meeting with Chinese ministers.
Automation is a problem in India, but automation doesn't seem to bother the Chinese. When I had gone to Kailash, I met a couple of their ministers and they were saying, no, job creation is not a problem in China at all. We have plenty of jobs. In fact, we have too many jobs.
Is there more to Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary deleting his tweet? Was he asked to take off the tweet because it went against his party's pro-China line? Let's debate.
I have with me on the debate Professor Manojit Mandal. He's a professor at Jadavpur University. He leans towards the TMC. Sunit Chopra of the CPM, Sushant Sareen, who's a senior fellow at the Observer Research Foundation, and Syed Zafar Islam. We can only imagine why. Why do you think, Professor Manojit Mandal, the Lok Sabha leader of the Congress was forced to delete that beautiful tweet? I think the tweet was brilliant. I think it was straightforward, and it also said, "Be careful, China. Indian forces."
It is a dirty, racist tweet.
No, it was also anti-China.
Yellow expansion.
Arnav, I really can't speak for the Congress party, but despite my huge differences with Mr. Adhir Chaudhary, on this count, I certainly agree with his position. The China as a country, it is a totalitarian country, and any principled democrat, lover of civil liberty, must reject the Chinese policies, must reject the communism that China follows, which is nothing but a disgrace in the name of the great philosophers like Karl Marx, Lenin, and Mao Zedong. I mean, I have no comment about the fact that the Congress party should learn from the fact that the Chinese fight against the COVID, in fact, is a sham. I mean, I have got certain videos which I've been sharing for the last few days on my social, Facebook account, and you will be astounded to know that the kind of fight that China has boasted of about COVID is nothing but a sham. People are suffering like anything. People are saying that there are at least 50,000 deaths in China. But how much do you learn about that? The fact remains that if there is a dictator in China and if there is a half dictator in India, if you are opposing one in China, it doesn't mean that you are supporting the half dictator in India. The fact remains that China is a totalitarian country. It's a new colonial power. It's a ruthless colonial power. And again, let me tell you, I may be making a very controversial statement. If I need to choose between China and USA, both are new colonial powers, I will certainly choose USA because there is still an ample scope of civil and political liberty in USA, which is not there in China. I'd like to ask my good friend from
Professor
CPIM, please name the opposition party in China. Can you name the opposition party in China?
No, but
Do you have any opposition voice in
Professor
China?
Mandal, the question in turn,
Yes.
you know, so he's the question in turn here is, I'm only curious to know why Sushant Sareen, a tweet got the Congress leadership so worried. Because what did he say? The moot point in the tweet was, he took on China, he called them venomous states, he said that the entire world is watching their designs, and he also said that the government should give diplomatic recognition to Taiwan, which is China's touchiest subject. My point is, why was he forced to take down the tweet? Is being critical of China, you know, crossing the line within the Congress today?
Well, if you go by what Mr. Anand Sharma said, it is not the Congress party's policy to actually take on China. I was quite intrigued by how Mr. Anand Sharma described the India-China relationship as a special strategic partnership. I don't recollect seeing any official document where the government of India, whether it was in the Congress party time or it is now, describing this relationship as a special strategic relationship. And the connotation of that is completely different from what we know the reality of the relationship. We have a relationship with the Chinese, we do trade with them, but there are a lot of tensions between India and China, and there are a lot of serious problems between India and China. So one is the Congress party position and the Congress party leaning over backward. I completely agree with the sentiment which Mr. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, who incidentally I think is an embarrassment to India.
Yes, that
because
he is.
My problem, let me just complete. My problem is not the sentiment which he was expressing, but the language. Because given his position, see Arnab, if you and I use certain terms, certain language, it's one thing. If Professor Mandal does it, it's another thing. But for somebody who's the leader of opposition to use that language, I don't think it is becoming of him. You can say the same things and you can say some very tough things against China, but in somewhat more, let me, for a want of a better word, say civilized language. Now, Mr. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary has a foot in mouth disease. Every time he opens his mouth, he embarrasses himself, he embarrasses India. And frankly speaking, I often say this, that he is Congress party's revenge for sitting in opposition. Earlier they had Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, who was a seasoned politician again, but who conducted himself with great dignity. And now you have this guy, who says the most outrageous things at the drop of a hat. He doesn't have any control over his language, and he obviously doesn't have any control over his fingers. So I think both the stand which the Congress party took doesn't stand to reason in terms of how they describe the relationship. And of course, Mr. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, the sentiment is respected. But the language, I'm afraid, I cannot agree with it.
Yeah,
not for somebody who's the leader of opposition.
Yeah, I'd like to get Suneet in and Zafar and everyone's on, in fact, for a while. You see, my greater concern has been, of course, I've always had suspicions about the relationship between the Congress party and China. And there are enough reasons for it. They've left enough fingerprints, as it were, of a strangely close relationship they have between each other. I also agree with you about his use of words. I disagree with the use of the word yellow expansionism. He could have spoken about neo-imperialist tendencies of China, etc. So I disagree with that. But having said that, Anand Sharma's response was almost like going down on all knees and saying, Beijing, forgive us. That, it was genuflecting. It was subservient. It was obsequious. he was doing what is called in Hindi a Shashtanga Pranam before the Chinese ki gussa mat kijiye bhai. Now why? Is the Congress party getting money from China?
He was doing what the Congress party does to the High Command.
No, but this shows that the Congress party High Command is answerable to the Chinese High Command. Sunil Chopra, that's the worry I have.
I can't say that, but I think...
No, but I would say that. It appears so. Sunil Chopra and Zafar.
Secretless of the Congress leaders towards the High
So, Sunil, yeah, everyone's on.
Relations as well. Why don't you mention
Can I just
that?
speak, Mr. Sunil Chopra? Can I just speak and then you can respond?
BJP
You know
and the Chinese party have party relations.
Why are
Do you
talking
know
about
that?
BJP? There is a trust
Why
deficit.
not?
The
That's the
whole world
party
has
that's
having
ruling
trust
this country.
deficit. What is the problem with the Congress? Every government, every
What is
business,
the Congress? You are
every
ruling
company
this country.
having trust deficit with China. But Congress is trying to strengthen the equation and relationship, especially when we know that India is on a mission to create another market for India
Your neighbor,
and attract
and you
more investment
cannot choose your
out
neighbors.
of China
You
to
have
India.
to have good relations with them.
No, we have good relationship with every countries, but we safeguard our interests. We safeguard our dignity.
Yes.
But Congress Party, what is their
Namaste
problem?
Trump, it's
We know
safeguarding your interest.
about you.
And
You
because
sit in
of
the Chinese
Namaste
lab,
Trump,
and you
you have
are
so
their
much
spokesperson. What
virus
about
in the
I'm
country
asking you,
because you
Mr.
couldn't
Sunil
have a
Chopra.
lockup.
We all know that you sit in China's
Namaste
lab and you
Trump
speak
gave
their
you a
language.
minimum
But how
of
about Congress Party?
5,000 sick
Congress
people.
Party, what is their concern? They have become their mouthpiece. They are trying to safeguard their interests. They are more interested about China than India. When India announces a good policy, they do not they do not say anything good
policy are
about
you
it.
doing?
But
No,
every day,
no, at this
everyone
time-
is praising about
400
world is
people
At this
about
time,
India, but
we need to, what is happening is, 1 minute, as Sushant will appreciate, today,
Give them jobs.
Mr. Chopra, I have too much respect for you to shout back.
Looting the Indian people's money.
Mr. Chopra, please don't get emotional about China. There are only two countries you're deeply emotional about. One is China, and on a greater degree of your intense emotion, North Korea. I know you keep traveling to North Korea. I know you meet the North Korean leadership. I know you've been a special invitee to Pyongyang. I know, I am aware of it. The people of India know. Now, Mr. Chopra,
And the Prime Minister has called for self-reliance.
Mr. Chopra, listen. Now the fact is,
Am I going to say that the Prime Minister is copying Kim Il-sung?
sir, am I going to say that, are you aware that the army has said it is ready to fight on all fronts? Are you aware that army chief has said that there will be no compromise on infrastructure at the borders? Are you aware that the Indian Air Force is patrolling the skies? That Rajnath Singh has said there is no compromise? Are you aware of the fact that when we are putting our best foot forward to fend off COVID, we are also having to put our best foot forward to fend off the Chinese? Why is the Congress party bowing out to China? Why does that question make you uncomfortable? I cannot trust an Indian political party that is in cahoots with the Chinese.
We are powerful enough to have peace with our neighbors.
Sushant, listen, peace is not at the price.
Okay, Arnab,
Peace is never at the price of our own self-respect. Understand that. Sushant. Sushant.
Arnab, look, the problem with people like Mr. Chopra is, he keeps talking about good neighborly relations, and I agree on the principle that you have to have good neighborly relations, with countries which are on your borders. But is that only incumbent upon us? Do the Chinese not have any responsibility to maintain good relations? So when, Mr. Chopra, please keep quiet. I was keeping quiet when you were talking. You never make sense anyways. So my point is that, how is it that it is always these gentlemen from the left liberal and the jihadist ranks are always of the view that India should be making the compromises and not the Chinese. And that every...
Yeah, please continue.
Can you hear me, Arnab? I'm not sure if I'm getting it.
You are audible. Continue, Sushant. You're audible. Continue, Sushant. I think I lost the line there with him. But Professor Mandal, while I wait to get Sushant back, I only want to raise the issue of timing with you. We warned China in December 2019. Now we are aware, and you study geopolitics as well. Professor Mandal, the future battle will be at some point of time between India and China. There's a battle between China and the US are brewing.
Only an idiot would do that and ruin the history of Asia.
Sir,
for 100 years.
sir, I think if you want to migrate to China, you're
remember
welcome.
10, 12 years ago,
Professor
I
Mandal.
don't have
when
to.
we had a severe spat.
We have to build.
When
friends,
we
not
had a
enemies.
severe spat between
You can't
China and
feed your
India
people.
when China was claiming Arunachal Pradesh as their own territory. And Pranab Mukhopadhyay, probably at that point in time, he was the defense minister, he had to come out saying that certainly not, China is Indian territory. We had this kind of issues with China before. Having said that, if you are talking about any kind of conflict with China, I don't think there would be any such conflict. But yes, if many multinational companies are pulling out of China, including Apple, as I understand, and India must lap them up. Whether it is Mitsubishi which is pulling out of China, or Apple,
Mr.
20% of
Mandal,
the
Mr.
Apple
Mandal.
industries, they are pulling
Mr.
out of
Mandal.
China. India must lap them up. This should be India's gain.
Okay.
Having said that,
Mr. Mandal,
I
can I
must
just
ask
respond to
again,
that?
must caution my good friend from the left that
Everyone.
please don't trust China. I'll name 3 things:
Mr.
prostitution, organ
No,
harvesting.
no, 1 minute. 1 minute. I don't think you need to. So I don't, Professor Mandal, restrict yourself in words, expressions, metaphors, and everything. I go here because my question is again, Sushant.
I cannot
Sush-
trust those
Sushant
who do
Sareen,
this.
your allegiance
can I just
has to be to
respond
your
to Mr.
country.
Mandal, please?
And I get Sushant back. Sushant, I give you examples here, okay? Now we don't have to be Sherlock Holmes for it. Congress met the Chinese for talks during Doklam, right? They have constantly been featured at all China events. There's a Chinese see-off for the Mansarovar Yatra of Rahul Gandhi. Special Beijing invitees for Sonia Gandhi. The Congress top brass was told, don't worry after the general elections, we are your old and trusted friends. So there is enough evidence which shows an unnatural leaning of China towards the Congress and Congress towards China.
Nothing is unnatural. Your neighbor.
Arnab,
is
for
your
me, the
natural
bigger
friend.
problem is not that the Chinese are wooing the Congress and the Congress party is, in a sense, reciprocating with the Chinese. My bigger problem with the Congress party is that it has started behaving like one of
Lackey.
these deracinated liberals. This NGO mafia seems to have taken over the Congress party, and their basic instinct, which was to, be the party of natural governance, which was to be the party which actually defined what India's national security was, and all the mistakes which they made, that aside. But that was the party of Indian nationalism. That was the party
No longer, Sushant.
which built up the Indian state. And today you look what has happened to the Congress party. It has started behaving like an NGO. And that is, for me, the biggest cause of worry, how a national party in this country has absolutely gone to the dogs. So that is really the nub of the issue, that you have somebody like Anand Sharma use expressions to
Absolutely.
define
It was
India-China
shameful.
relationship which don't hold any water.
It was really shameful.
That is one part of the problem.
Yeah, I think it was shameful. Well, I thank you so much for joining me on the debate. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say one thing here today. As of now, we're expecting a series of announcements by state governments on lockdown after 17th. Tomorrow, we are expecting a lot of news on that. We're expecting news releases from the center, news releases from state governments where you're living. Our entire team will be on the ball, giving you minute-to-minute updates. And viewers, in case you haven't yet, please follow India's fastest-growing digital news entity, republicworld.com. Through the COVID crisis, we've seen the number of people following the digital republicworld.com go up many times. Tomorrow's a day to subscribe to republicworld.com and get the latest updates. I'll see you soon. Good night and goodbye.